Toronto Raptors versus Atlanta Hawks. Two 4-4 teams meet in a clash that carries weight beyond the standings. Toronto and Atlanta enter Friday's NBA Cup group stage as equals, both seeking validation and a foothold in the crowded Eastern mix. The Raptors sit 8th, just behind the 7th-place Hawks, but the gap is paper-thin. This matchup feels more like a tone-setter than a routine Cup game, with momentum and identity on the line. Atlanta holds the slight edge at home, where consistency has been stronger, yet Toronto's 138-118 win in October lingers as a statement of matchup control. Pride, rhythm, and Cup momentum intertwine here. The Hawks favored, but the Raptors dangerous enough to flip the script. Toronto's success this season stems from versatility and balance, averaging 120.5 points, ahead of Atlanta's 116.6. They're shooting 50.1% from the field and 40.9% from three, powered by seamless rhythm and unselfish spacing. Brandon Ingram sets the tone with 21.1 points on 54.5% shooting. Scotty Barnes adds 6.9 rebounds, 1.6 steals, and 1.5 blocks as a two-way force, and Emmanuel Quickley's 6.4 assists keep their attack organized and fluid. Together, they create one of the East's most cohesive offenses, blending motion, timing, and control. Defensively, Toronto's improved structure shows opponents have been held under 105 points in 3 of their last 4, signaling both discipline and stability on the break. Atlanta continues to thrive on pace and fluidity. Even without Trae Young sidelined until late November, their offense maintains its speed and precision, shooting 48.9% from the field with 27.8 assists per game. The Hawks lean on quick reversals, sharp cuts, and constant perimeter motion to generate rhythm. Jalen Johnson has become their catalyst, averaging 20.6 points and 8.6 rebounds on 58% shooting, while Dyson Daniels fuels their defense with 2.5 steals per night. Collective balance drives them. Inside-out scoring from Porzingis and Johnson, complemented by steady wing play from Alexander Walker and Risacher. Defensively, Atlanta's success comes through activity and switching rather than size, creating pressure, but leaving them susceptible to structured interior offenses like Toronto's. Both teams enter on an upward swing. Toronto has found its stride, winning 3 straight over Milwaukee, 128-100, Memphis, 117-104, and Cleveland, 112-101, after early defensive hiccups. Averaging 119 points while holding opponents below 106, the Raptors are blending sharp offense with stronger rebounding and tighter rotations. Atlanta's momentum mirrors theirs, fueled by back-to-back wins over Orlando, 127-112, and Indiana, 128-108, plus a close 117-109 fight with Cleveland. Even without Young, their ball movement and scoring balance are improving. Heading into Friday's Cup clash, both sides carry confidence, each viewing the matchup as a test of growth and a marker of rising early season form. The spotlight falls on a defining matchup: Brandon Ingram versus Jalen Johnson. Ingram, Toronto's offensive anchor, delivers 21.1 points on 54.5% shooting and 86.7% from the line, blending precision and poise. His mid-range touch and ability to draw doubles free space for R.J. Barrett and Quickley, keeping the Raptors' tempo measured. Johnson, Atlanta's emerging force, averages 20.6 points and 8.6 rebounds on 58% shooting, a power-driven slasher who thrives in transition and off the glass. It's finesse versus force, Ingram's craft against Johnson's athletic drive. With Young out, Johnson's energy must sustain Atlanta's attack, while Ingram's consistency guides Toronto's rhythm. Barnes' work on both ends could quietly decide control in the paint. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Atlanta Hawks winner. Tactically, This game comes down to structure versus speed. Toronto plays with measured precision, heavy ball rotation, mid-post spacing, and rhythm shooting, while Atlanta prefers pace and unpredictability. The Raptors' 50.1% field goal mark and 8.4 steals per game indicate efficiency and disruption. The Hawks' 27.8 assists per game and high turnover margin emphasize constant ball movement. Toronto will look to exploit Atlanta's switching defense through mismatches involving Ingram and Barnes in the mid-range, while Atlanta must counter by pushing tempo and forcing early transition mismatches before Toronto can set its defensive shell. The battle on the boards: Toronto's 40.9 rebounds per game versus Atlanta's 41.9 will determine who dictates tempo. If the Raptors win the rebounding war, their half-court offense will punish Atlanta's smaller lineup. If the Hawks control the glass, expect a track meet that tests Toronto's transition coverage. Depth may also prove decisive. Toronto's rotation has been reliable across roles. Poeltl providing steady interior defense, Barrett adding 15-plus points per night, and quickly maintaining tempo from the perimeter. Atlanta's bench, while energetic, lacks the same consistency without Young's playmaking gravity. Players like Dyson Daniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker have filled gaps, but their offensive output remains streaky. Coaching strategy will focus on managing tempo, Toronto seeking to slow possessions and isolate mismatches, Atlanta aiming to stretch the floor and quicken pace. The X factors? For Toronto, Scotty Barnes's defensive impact and ability to initiate fast breaks. For Atlanta, Dyson Daniels' on-ball pressure and ability to create turnovers that lead directly to points. Prediction: the Raptors have already demonstrated an ability to dismantle Atlanta's defense with spacing and precision, and their recent form shows a balance between offense and discipline that travels well. The Hawks' home crowd will energize them, and Johnson's form keeps them competitive, but without Trae Young, their late-game orchestration may fall short. Expect a high-tempo but controlled contest, defined by Toronto's poise and Atlanta's aggression clashing until the final stretch. Toronto's spacing, ball control, and closing execution give them the decisive edge, while Atlanta's effort and pace keep it close until experience and composure take over. The Raptors continue their surge up the East standings, another statement of chemistry and calm under pressure. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 226.5. Charlotte Hornets versus Miami Heat. It's a matchup charged with early season tension. One part opportunity, one part reckoning. The Hornets enter at 3-5, sitting 12th in the Eastern Conference, still trying to find rhythm amid uneven execution. Miami stands at 4-4, 9th in the East, and holding home court with purpose as they chase consistency and control in the NBA Cup group stage. The predictive edge leans decisively toward Miami, whose balance and veteran edge have given them roughly a 2-to-1 probability to take care of business at Kaseya Center. For Charlotte, this isn't just about standings, it's about proving their offensive fireworks can translate against one of the conference's most structured defensive groups. For Miami, it's a test of durability without key pieces, a chance to reassert the disciplined identity that defines their home floor. Charlotte's statistical profile tells the story of a team that can score in waves but struggles to sustain balance. They average 120.4 points per game on 48% shooting, a reflection of their offensive rhythm under LaMelo Ball's orchestration. They rebound at 46.1 per night, share the ball for 27.1 assists, and generate nearly 7 steals, signs of tempo and risk-taking. But the cracks show defensively. 16 turnovers per game and 4.6 blocks reflect effort without control. Miami's version of the same tale reads smoother. The Heat put up 122.4 points with slightly better efficiency at 49.5% shooting, adding 29.5 assists and controlling possessions with fewer turnovers. Their defense tightens around the edges, 9.6 steals per game, nearly 5 more than Charlotte, showing pressure, rotation, and activity. They don't dominate the glass, but their collective pace and precision in half-court execution often make up for it. Both offenses revolve around dynamic creators. Charlotte leans on ball, averaging 23.3 points, 9.8 assists, and 7.8 rebounds on 43% shooting. Bridges, 21.5, and Sexton, 20.4, bring aggression, while rookie Knuppel adds efficiency with 14.8 on 50% shooting. Their issue is cohesion. Kalkbrenner's rim protection, 2.4 blocks, and Diabates' energy can't always hide lapses in transition. Miami, by contrast, plays with structure. Powell leads with 23.2 points on 46.4% shooting and 95% from the line, while Adebayo's 19 and 8.1 boards anchor the front court. Wiggins, 17, and Mitchell, 7.9 assists, thrive in a motion system built on spacing, not isolation. Defensively, Miami favors discipline over blocks, winning through rotations and limiting second chances. It's a clash of control versus chaos. Miami's precision against Charlotte's free-flowing attack. Momentum comes with a warning for both sides. Charlotte has dropped 3 of its last 5, alternating between explosive offense and porous defense. They've cleared 120 points in 4 games, but allowed nearly as many. Their 126-103 rout of Utah standing out as the rare moment where spacing and rhythm aligned. Yet their 144-117 loss to Miami in late October exposed the same flaws: defensive disarray against disciplined execution. The Heat, meanwhile, are 2-3 in their last 5, splitting strong wins over both LA teams with narrow defeats, including one to Denver. Offensively, they're sharp, topping 120 points in 4 straight. But defensive fatigue has shown on back-to-backs. The key edge lies at home, where Miami tightens rotations and controls tempo. Charlotte's habit of overhelping and gambling defensively could again feed into Miami's structured spacing and precise ball movement. At the center of this matchup lies a captivating duel: LaMelo Ball versus Norman Powell. Ball, with 23.3 points and near double-digit assists, is the pulse of Charlotte's offense. Fast, creative, and unpredictable, though prone to turnovers at over 3 per game. Powell, Miami's steadying force, brings veteran efficiency, shooting 46.4% overall, 52% inside the arc, and an elite 94.9% from the line. Their contrast defines the game's tone: Ball's flair and improvisation against Powell's composure and precision. Layer in Adebayo's dominance inside and Wiggins' two-way balance, and it becomes a battle of styles: open court rhythm versus disciplined structure, creativity versus control. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Miami Heat winner. Tactically, this game pivots on structure versus spontaneity. Miami will emphasize ball security, spacing, and fluid motion through Mitchell's playmaking. Expect Adebayo to orchestrate from the elbows, testing Charlotte's rotations, while Wiggins and Jaquez Jr. exploit mid-range gaps. Charlotte's path lies in pushing tempo, forcing Miami into open-court exchanges where LaMelo's creativity and Bridges' athleticism can tilt rhythm. But that approach carries danger. Miami's steal rate and transition conversions can flip possessions quickly. The Hornets must rebound collectively, as Miami's 9.6 steals per game often translate to easy points. Kalkbrenner's rim protection and Diabates' energy could neutralize some of that edge if they stay disciplined. Bench impact might also swing the tone. With Charlotte missing Grant Williams and Josh Green, their depth faces pressure, while Miami's rotation, even without Adebayo for stretches, has held steady through balanced contributions from Jaquez, Mitchell, and Fontecchio. Late-game composure leans heavily toward the Heat, whose assist-to-turnover balance, 1.9, reflects structure and discipline compared to Charlotte's 1.7. Prediction: Miami's layered offensive balance and home court composure give them the decisive edge. Charlotte will bring pace and shot creation, but without consistent defensive containment or bench stability, their efficiency likely dips late. Expect a high-tempo, high-scoring contest shaped by Miami's half-court precision and Charlotte's sporadic bursts. The defining swing comes in turnover control and free-throw execution, both categories where Miami excels. The Heat's balance, ball movement, and defensive communication stabilize what should be an entertaining shootout. Charlotte will flash brilliance but find little margin for error against a team that rarely gives any away. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 237.5. Utah Jazz versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The stakes rise under the bright Target Center lights as Minnesota, 4-4, 8th in the Western Conference, welcomes Utah, 3-5, 12th in the West, for a critical NBA Cup group stage clash. The matchup carries early season weight, a measuring stick between two teams seeking traction in a crowded Western field. Minnesota enters favored with an 80.8% win probability, reflecting both home court strength and balanced roster momentum. Utah arrives as a skilled but inconsistent visitor, aiming to steady its rhythm after an uneven stretch. Both clubs sit in the Northwest Division chase behind Oklahoma City and Denver. A victory tonight could alter early tier positioning and reset each team's confidence in the Cup format. Utah's identity rests in offensive bursts, anchored by Lauri Markkanen's elite scoring. The Jazz average 114.0 points per night on 43.8% shooting, leaning on perimeter creation and ball movement, led by Keontae George's 7.9 assists per game. They rebound at 48.9 per contest, a mark sustained by Walker Kessler's dominance on the glass, 10.8 boards. Yet defensive execution wavers. 7.1 steals and 3.5 blocks per night indicate activity, but opponents find too many open windows inside. Minnesota, in contrast, balances its offense and defense more cleanly. The Timberwolves post 116.5 points per game with a sharper 49.6% field goal clip, while controlling tempo through Randle's playmaking and Gobert's rebounding, 9.8 per game. Their defense is sturdier, producing 7.4 steals and 4.9 blocks, showcasing collective discipline. The stylistic clash is vivid. Utah's perimeter-oriented system versus Minnesota's inside-out, high-efficiency rhythm. The central theme, spacing versus structure, will define whether the Jazz's shot volume can offset Minnesota's controlled precision. Form tells a revealing story. Utah's last 5 show turbulence. Losses to Detroit, 114-103, Charlotte, 126-103, and Phoenix, 118-96, surrounded a brief upset win at Boston. They've averaged solid offensive totals, but allowed a concerning 121.4 points per game over that stretch. Their road record, 1-4, highlights defensive breakdowns late in games. Conversely, Minnesota has split its last 5 with competitive energy, a 2-3 mark highlighted by wins at Brooklyn, 125-109, and Charlotte, 122-105. The Timberwolves' losses have come by narrow margins, including an overtime-tilted 137-114 fall at New York. Minnesota's scoring balance is improving, with 6 players averaging double figures, and their field goal percentage rising above 49% in 4 of the last 5. The emotional tone entering tonight favors the Wolves, cohesive, dangerous at home, and trending upward despite recent close setbacks. Utah, meanwhile, looks to stop slippage before it becomes identity-defining. The duel to watch belongs to Lauri Markkanen versus Julius Randle, 2 front-court stars driving their team's offense through distinct styles. Markkanen's 30.4 points, 46.6% from the field, and 89.8% at the line define precision and reliability. His 35% from deep stretches defenses and forces mismatches, while his efficiency within Utah's motion sets keeps their pace alive. Randle counters with raw versatility. 26.8 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 5.6 assists per night on 56% shooting, powered by physical drives and mid-range authority. Where Markkanen lifts through finesse and spacing, Randle commands the interior with contact resilience and floor vision. Each is the emotional barometer for their squad. When Markkanen catches rhythm, Utah's spacing hums. When Randle dominates touches, Minnesota's attack feels inevitable. Around them, Keyonte George's orchestration, 7.9 assists, meets Anthony Edwards' athletic scoring surge, 20.8 points, 48% FG, forming the secondary battle of tempo versus takeover. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Minnesota Timberwolves winner. From a tactical lens, Minnesota's edge begins with balance. Their interior axis of Randle and Gobert can disrupt Utah's rebounding flow, forcing Markkanen to guard in isolation rather than help space defensively. The Timberwolves' 49.6% team shooting against Utah's 43.8% hints at higher shot quality, particularly when Gobert controls second-chance possessions. Transition pace will be key. Minnesota thrives when forcing turnovers and running, while Utah needs structured half-court possessions to stay within rhythm. George's turnover rate, 3.0 per game, could become a swing factor against Minnesota's trapping guards. Defensively, Minnesota's switching scheme, anchored by Jaden McDaniels, 1.4 blocks, 52% shooting, can limit Utah's perimeter freedom. Conversely, Utah's backline protection without a fully healthy Kessler may leave rim vulnerabilities against drives from Edwards and DiVincenzo. The benches mirror their teams. Utah's depth produces offense in streaks, Sensabaugh, Mikhailiuk, while Minnesota's reserves, Reed, DiVincenzo, stabilize rhythm. The Timberwolves' superior defensive communication and late-game execution, especially at home, create tangible separation. The X factors are clear. For Utah, it's Keyonte George's decision-making. If he manages pace and distribution cleanly, their offense flows with dangerous spacing. For Minnesota, it's ball movement through Randle's playmaking and Gobert's screening efficiency. Their inside-out chemistry could carve Utah's rotations. Energy on the boards and second-chance control may decide it. Minnesota's 40.3 rebounds per game versus Utah's 48.9 sounds like a Jazz edge. But Minnesota's rebounding quality in clutch minutes outweighs volume. Expect a competitive first half before Minnesota's size and efficiency take hold. Utah's scoring rhythm may carry stretches, but defensive fatigue and turnover pressure should tilt momentum late. Minnesota's composure in tight possessions and Randle's inside dominance are likely to decide this one. Minnesota's balance, elite interior control, efficient shooting, and late-game organization gives them the defining edge. Utah's effort will flash, but Minnesota's rhythm, execution, and home energy seal a statement cup win that reinforces their climb toward Western stability. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 225.5.